Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm going to wait for people to click on. Wow, it's been a week since I've been here. How are you? How are things? I thought I just saw something fly. It's fine. I'll wait for people to click on because I know that there is a little bit of a lag. Write down a few things. Looks like some people are starting to click on. Hello, and good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. It is March 18th. It's been a while since I've been here. It's been a week. My kids had spring break and trying to get back in the mode. So I'll wait for people to click on. Oh, we're lagging. Good morning, guys. So this morning, my computer shut it down to restart it. Good morning, everybody. And it wouldn't start. It took 3 times before it would start. Good morning. I'm so glad you guys are here. Haha, Michelle, I'm glad you're here. She is signed up for the Rainbow class. We're going to talk about a few things. We got 2 spots left for the Rainbow class. We're going to talk about that. Good morning, I know, long time no see. I'm telling you. Good morning, you guys. This is Spirit's like, we're going to talk about totally real things this morning. Hello and good morning. How many of you guys raise your hand? Not like I can see your hand, but like give me a thumbs up. You know, you're on vacation and you're kind of doing your thing out of the routine of life, and then Monday comes and you're trying to drag yourself into reality. That is where I am. No matter what kind of work you do, it is still the same. So I've been like, okay, Spirit, I got to get my mind going. Good morning. I got to get my head space. I got to get back in the rhythm. We all go through this slump of, my ear's going off, of getting into, good morning. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you. I'm looking like a hot mess. This is after spring break look, like trying to pull it together because I've been sleeping in. That's where I'm at. So how many of you guys have felt they're giving me the words of lag of life. Lag of life. That's me. No matter if you are completely, this is what you do and you're always on with Spirit, we're going to talk about that, or you're doing a regular 3D job. New painting. Yes, thank you for noticing. I tried to put the camera up. This is oil, not acrylic. So this is oil, and it's funny because I started with the purple and blue and I was planning on doing a sunset, and every time I try to do a sunset or something, my paintings will never turn out what I think they're going to be, and it end up being that. Yes, it does look like a rainbow. I know. Some of you guys are laughing because it's, yeah, I always do rainbows lately. I don't know. That's what came out. So I actually was going to keep the other picture up since there's only a few more days of rainbow class, but Spirit wanted me to put this up. So we're talking about living in the 3D. Hello, Mercedes. Hello, you guys. We're talking about living in the 3D, waking up every day, feeling the mundane of life, okay? That was totally me. Ooh, my bracelet's going off. Ooh, that just got hot. Yes, right here. Yes, the lag. We are feeling the lag. So I talked about, you guys all, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know what I talk about on my videos. I talk about Spirit's always on. Good morning. I'm so glad to see your guys' faces. That Spirit's always on and this. Well, let me tell you what happened over my spring break. I didn't do anything exciting. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed home with the kids. And my daughter is 14. She just took her driving course and about to do that. I know, I'm like, ee. And my son is 11. So I stayed home with them, and Spirit really had me living in the moment. And I've talked about this, you guys, so long with you guys, living in the moment. Thank you for sharing, because this is going to be effective, because everybody feels this. We're human. We live on Earth, and it's not always about butterflies and rainbows. It's also about living in everyday moment. And I did exactly that. I don't want to say Spirit turned me off, because I want to talk about Spirit's line of communication constantly and always. But I was very much in the moment. My daughter was next to me the whole entire time. She lived on my hip. Good morning, Teresa. I haven't thought about you. I'm going to send you a message. Thank you for my patience. Teresa's signing up for my one-on-one coaching. And if you guys have messaged me, I am going to message you guys back. I try to get to some of you. I'm working on those things. I was definitely on spring break on the kind of off mode from work, spending time with my teenage daughter. And she wanted to go shopping. I hadn't been out of the house in so long because I'm usually here. And I was definitely like shopping and seeing things. And you want to talk about in the very mundane life of stepping away from, being in meditation, giving you guys readings, doing these live videos, and stepping into doing everyday work. I've talked about this before, and Spirit really had shown it to me this week. So this is going to do, hi Diana, I'm not doing readings right now. So Tara, talking about autopilot, this is exactly kind of what we're talking about here. Spirit, and they ingrained it in me. They were in living in the moment and just living. And whoops, that's loud. Sorry, my music's on. And it's funny because the song now is Information is Forever. The ideas that popped in my head, an epiphany moment, maybe I should do this, or I feel like doing this, is constant line of communication that Spirit is trying to talk to you. So every single one of you who is watching, who is like, oh, Spirit doesn't communicate to me, Spirit doesn't, I am telling you here, your team, your spirit guides, your angels, your past loved ones who help guide, put ideas, and a lot of people talk about coincidence, into your thoughts, into your line, into your energy. Put it in front of you constantly. So excited you guys are here. And I think this was important because Spirit, sometimes when you guys watch me, I'm in the clouds, I'm sitting here talking to Spirit, I'm doing energy work, I'm throwing energy around, and some people are kind of looking at me like, wow, well, I wish my communication was like that. I wish I had an open line. I wish I'm doing this comparison factor. And Spirit really, really kind of put it into, this is how Spirit communicates. Every moment, every thought, every action is co-created by your team and by Spirit. Living in the moment. I know. Let's bring that in different language, because they said living into your heart space. And what that means is your authenticity. Living into a space of love. It's co-creating with Spirit. You don't have to sit here and feel energy and feel that, because I can hear it, because I felt it all week, of people who feel like they're on a different level than other spiritual people, or do a comparison. Okay, well, somebody talks about an energy light wave and a code and feeling this energy, and I don't feel like I'm feeling anything. I know. It's because Spirit goes, no one is left behind or forgotten about. Your communication and your access to Spirit is constantly and always there. And it comes through messages and ideas that we have that come, oh, I was just thinking of that. Oh, that's funny. I was just seeing that on TV. Oh, hey, run into so-and-so. I was just thinking about you. I love that, Lisa. I've said this, if you guys have had a reading with me before, I've said it on my videos, the way you communicate to Spirit and the way Spirit communicates with you is your unique kind of blueprint with Spirit. I'm not always having a conversation and hearing and throwing energy around. I am human. And Spirit would talk to me because they knew I needed downtime, and they knew I needed to be with those moments with my kids because I don't have them very much longer. They're about to go off to college, and I'm definitely like, yes, and there's so much like this. Right? I'm going to talk about that too. And I'm definitely doing the mom thing where my kids are growing up and I'm, they're going to go off and spread their wings and I'm like sad they're growing up. So I was being present in the moment, even though wondering, okay, well, if I got a message, if I did this, but Spirit really made me like, here, do this. And very much, say that again, synchronizing my thoughts and actions that didn't really, they were so subtle. You think that they're your own. So I think that was really important to push that because a lot of comparison, Marla just said that a lot of comparison comes in, but realizing that when you see channelers, when you see intuitive, when you see energy workers and you see other psychic mediums, they're real too. And when we are always stepping into our gifts, everybody, it's so constant. That's why I try when people are like, oh, I don't have any gifts. Well, Spirit constantly communicates with you. You weren't just dropped off here on earth and said, good luck. We'll see you when you die. Like, it's not like that. Like, we're meant to co-create with Spirit. We are meant to feel. It's when you stop feeling is when you start questioning. It's really good. And when you stop, and I want to talk about that, because if everybody says, oh, well, I stopped and I listened, I heard nothing. I had that. Like, I'm like, okay, Spirit, what do you want me to do next when I go back to work? Who do you want me to talk about? And they wanted me to talk about this. Because I said, oh, I could talk about how boring my spring break was, even though I did I didn't go on a cruise. I didn't go to the beach. It was boring in the sense there was no adventure, but every day just being with my kids, being present, going to Target, going to shopping, getting them new shoes, that was living in the moment and being present. So that's when we have to pull, and that's when it's listening. It's just living and listening and feeling that presence that, you know what, I am human. And sometimes I just need a break. I just need a break to just kind of live, but realizing that my connection, even though I'm not turned on, is I'm always connected. I'm always connected. Doesn't mean I have to sit here and channel. Doesn't mean I have to do automatic writing. Doesn't mean I have to sit in. I just know that my spirit team is there, always listening and feeding me information. Which leads me to my next point. Yes, and just living in love. So what I did find comical is I did, have a, I was, slow down, connecting a little bit, trying to clear messages. But the day that we had the Facebook crash, so this is what's funny. The energies were definitely unique last week, which I thought was very interesting. If you watch other people, some other intuitives weren't on live as well. And the Wednesday with all the energy activities, I end up having an allergic reaction to something I had ate, and I end up having to take Benadryl. Oh, well, hello, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're here. So I ended up taking Benadryl, and I was knocked out and and the kids, we were going to take Wednesday off because it was going to rain here. So the kids, we'd been running errands, and I was like, okay, we'll end up having a reaction and having to take Benadryl. So I was on the couch completely fogged out because I'm very sensitive to medicine. Not realizing that everybody's having this Facebook blackout. I think I've talked about this before in my videos. So it's I know, because there's a piggyback message here for people who have received this same message. I know, Marla, you're one of them. I think I can see your face. We love Facebook. We love our social medias. But things are changing. If you've watched me for a long time, you've seen that. The algorithms and everything that they are limiting here on also on Facebook, on Instagram, have been changing. We kind of all, I know that was a very crazy day. And out of all the days I was crazy, I was literally like in a cloud. And I know I had to be in there. That's a whole other long story I'm just not going to get into. But things are changing. Other people have been talking about this. Things are changing with the social media. And for a lot of people who hold their shows here on Facebook for a while, that really started making people think. Well, I knew I'd been getting it for a while. That's why I got pushed to my YouTube. So if you guys have not subscribed to my YouTube, I highly recommend you doing that if you want to keep watching my videos. Because I feel things are going to change. And I have got the push, and this is for anybody who has also felt the push on being seen and step out in faith. See, like even talking about my voice starts to crack. Moving out of my house into finding a space outside my house. And I kind of talked about this with Facebook because they're really getting me to pushing my healing sessions and then pushing me out so people can see me face to face. So I'm going to be going live on YouTube, and I know I'm going to post the videos on YouTube. But if there were to be a crash again, and thank you, Jamie, because I don't know if YouTube was affected. I don't know if that was, but I know that there is also other people that are also trying to create another social media. Yeah, it's under Tanya Mosley, and then it's Talking with the Angels and Beyond. You'll see me. So everything I do here is posted, some of the old videos, but I'm going to start going live there because I even asked Spirit, like my computer crashed again today. And I was like, okay, Spirit, where are we at with this? Everybody, I talked about electronics before, if you guys have been here. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So if you guys are in the Kansas City area, I did find a location outside of the house, out of my house, and I'm going to be working in that location. Things are shifting. If you guys are intuitive, you guys have been feeling this for a while. Yes, I've actually used that, and I might have to use that one again. I have that, and I might have to use that again. I will post you guys here wherever you can find me, wherever I can do videos when things start changing. Well, I know because Spirit's like they've already been changing, but definitely on my YouTube because I know I can go live there, and it's a pretty big platform. So we'll see if there's things changing, but I will post where you guys can find me. So that really gave people like, okay, if this were to clash or come down, where would I go? Like, how would I conduct my business? And that's when Spirit, I've told you guys this for a while, that they've been pushing me to go out of my house. I definitely found a space. So I'll be doing, in session, not that I'm already not doing it in person, but definitely doing those more. Okay. So it's very important also to be real. I write all this, being real, authentic on what you guys are wanting. So if you guys have been getting the urge to do something different, say that, yeah, be seen. This is kind of my life is a teaching moment. I've been doing this behind the computer from my house for 2.5 years. And now Spirit's like, we need to come out and we need to move forward. So I will be posting where you guys can find me if you guys come to KC, or if you're in the KC area where you guys can find me. I'll be posting that. Good. I'm glad you live. I'm going to probably be a little bit more active there depending on what happens here. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So speaking of rainbows and everything else, there is 2 spots. I want to talk about this because people have been asking me and getting tons of information about the Rainbow Rate class. And speaking of everybody moving into, somebody talked about spiritual awakening. I want to talk about this. I was going to say, Jamie, yeah, you've been here for 2 years. It's crazy to think it's been that long. So yes, I have 2 spots for the Rainbow Ray Healing. If those spots are done and fill up quickly, I'm going to have a wait list, and I may start another one in a couple months. So if you missed it, I'll put you on a wait list, and we're going to talk about that. Everybody asked me about the Rainbow Ray Healing. And why is it called that name? Spirit gave me that name. Spirit gave me the name. We use every color kind of the rainbow into, I know it's going to be exciting, into using this energy and this frequency. So we're going to talk, so everybody has kind of been feeling more sensitive, feeling more intuitive, trusting their intuition. I know, because Spirit's moving into a new direction, feeling their authentic self. What this class does is opens up channels within your body. And yes, at the end, because very 3D, everybody wants to be certified as a healer, blah, blah, blah. But the reason why this was so important is I'm an activator, and this is what I do in my readings and in my healings. If you guys are doing this, I'm an activator and I expand. So anybody who's been working on their intuition, working on their direction, I open channels through this process that Spirit has taught me for a while now, that I open channels to flood in your unique information, your divine guidance with Spirit. Just because we teach it this way, everybody teaches it different. I mean, everybody does their healing differently. Becoming a channel of light. This is what the Rainbow Ray is, constantly being a channel of light, your channel is a direct, open communication for Spirit, which floods in throughout and spreads out through the world. Yay! Timothy's here. Hello. He's going to be a guest soon, hopefully. We got to talk. So this is kind of why this class, my ears are going off, is opening your channel, your communication, and making it stronger, but also moving and leaning into a trust with Spirit, that what you are getting and receiving from Spirit is communication from the divine, from source, and that it is a real thing. So that's kind of about the class. So if you guys are interested, there's 2 spots left. Check that out on the event page. There's 3 options of payments. Do your first install payment. It closes on Wednesday, and then after that, we are going to close that. So that's a catch up. That's kind of a wrap up. That's what's going on with Spirit. It has been very intense, you guys, this last week with the energies. It's felt, I know, because they're bringing in the word foggy. I know, because they keep saying it, but it was meant for a reason, whatever that is. And also understanding you don't have to know exactly what it looks like. You don't have to be in the moment saying, I know what this is for. It's also allowing whatever to come in and not being attached to exactly what you have to know and what you have to feel in that moment, just allowing it to run through you. We're going to talk about later. I'm going to start writing a list of all the videos that I'm probably going to post on my YouTube, because it might just be, if I can't do live videos of topics, because Spirit's going, things are changing, and I think we're going to be talking about that. I don't know if I'm going to do it here. It might just be on my YouTube, and I'm just going to post a video. Say that again. Things are changing, things that we need to be ready for, and the things that, and it's not in a sense of, oh, it's a war, it's all that. Things I'm talking about with us, things that we're needing to be ready for personally, because we get affected. Somebody was talking about emotional. When we come together, especially, there's a lot of people on this page right now watching. So if anybody's having a hard time or having an emotional and you're empathic, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel everybody who's watching. So when we come together, it's important to understand the changes that are coming through. Yes, that's also kind of where I have been getting slowed down. You guys know that I move very quickly. But understanding how these changes affect our body and affect our energy. So, yes, I like that one too. So I'm going to do a lot of videos. I'm going to write topics. And if there's a topic that you guys are wanting me to talk about, yeah, shoot me an email or a messenger or something. And I'm going to start writing topics talking about these videos and channeling information from spirit. Exactly. So you may be feeling, yes, crying a lot. There's a lot of people that may be feeling this. If you guys are empathic, intuitive all, you're going to feel people's energy. That's what happens with, especially when you guys catch it live and everybody who's currently watching. So we're going to do a lot of videos talking about different topics that Spirit's wanting me. It's funny as they go knock out of the park. So you guys, there's a lot more to, discover and unfold. All right, those are interesting language. Hopefully I'm going to have my guest here on Wednesday. You guys, I know, getting dizzy. Somebody says they're getting dizzy. Where is it, Paula? Lots of people. So that's why we try to send out as much healing on these videos. Know that this is also what's, these videos, I throw constant healing and opening channels. And the dizziness is also because the portals that have been opened. So you guys, thank you for watching, tagging your friends. If you guys know of a topic you want me to talk about, you guys definitely message me so I can write those down, and I'm going to start those videos. Yes, Jessica, you'll have to hear about my new painting. That's oil, so it's a little different. Still actually wet. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you on Wednesday, if not on the show on Thursday. I love you, and we'll talk soon.